detective, but you're a lousy crook. And that's exactly what you are, John, a crook. Go ahead, admit it. You are the mysterious begonia golden tip gigolo, right? You sweet-talked me out of all my money, and now you're planning to leave Landview for good.
I'll never forget.
Cass, have you been drinking?
I am as sober as a judge, and I'm mad as hell, and I'm disappointed, and I'm angry. Why did you do this?
Come on.
Why?
Who the devil is the golden-tipped begonia gigolo?
You know damn well who he is. You have all his clippings in your personal file. Or I should say maybe your clippings. Did you read them and gloat over your success? Or did you think about all those women who you ripped off and courted and were proud of yourself?
I'm not that guy.
Oh, yeah? Well, you did a great job of copying him, John.
What were you doing in my personal file?
What are you doing standing there in that Hawaiian shirt denying that you're about to take off with my $100,000?
I never laughed at those women. I felt sorry for them, but I never laughed.
Then it's true. God. I kept hoping that, I didn't want to believe this.
I don't know how it all started. It just, I don't know, it was a lark at first, and then it became a compulsion. And I stalked my victims and romanced them. Finally take their money. Not a lot of all of it, but I wasn't greedy. It's just that I couldn't help myself. That's all.
What about Mom? Was she one of your victims, too?
She would have been. Then I fell in love with you. I thought it'd be the last time, and it was for a while, Cassie, but I just couldn't resist the urge. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry, Cassie. I didn't want to hurt you. I do love you. I'm sorry.
I don't know why I should believe you, but I do.
Oh.
I just don't know how to deal with this.
Just don't hate me, please.
I don't hate you. I love you. John, you need help.
Oh,
you need help.
I know. I'll do anything you say, anything. Just to make it up to you.
Look, maybe I should call Larry, and he'll have someone that you can talk to.
Wait, no, not yet. Let me get a chance to get a hold of myself.
Okay, okay.
Maybe you can unpack the files for me.
All right. Can I get you something? You want some coffee? Great. Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha? Are you
Did I?
You would do that to me!
Well, honey, what do you think? Your old room looks just the same, doesn't it? Look at it. Oh, honey, I can tell you're happy to be here, and you know what? Oh, honey, I am thrilled to have you here. I am so lonely here without you. You know, I could never even go into this room.
Tina, what's the matter?
Oh, I was just thinking about how I'm going to feel when I have to give him away again.
Tina, Gabrielle and Steve haven't even gone to the airport yet. They're going to be gone to New York a couple days at least.
I know, but I keep thinking of that look I saw on Gabrielle's face as she drove away, and I know that I'm going to have that same awful look on mine when she drives away.
Darling, I arranged this whole thing to make you happy.
Oh, honey, it's the nicest surprise anybody's ever given me. Really, and I love you for it, and I am happy, but...
Listen, you are going to see this kid all the time. I mean, he'll be coming over here. You'll be going over to Gabrielle's to see him. I mean, this little guy is going to be a big part of your life. Now, you just got to remember that. Next time you say goodbye, it's going to be that much easier because you know you're going to see him soon again.
It's not the same. Honey, I love this little baby with all my heart. I really do. And I need to see him more, you know? I mean, a couple hours, a couple days, it's just not enough. Max, I need a child to hold on to. Max, I want a child that's mine.
Clint, why don't you just sit down?
Larry, don't baby me.
I'm not babying you. I just think you ought to take it easy.
Take it easy? Larry, that's what everyone would be telling me if they knew I was standing at death's door. Take it easy. Now, I told Cord. It almost killed me to do it, but I had to tell him because he has to be prepared to step in case something happens. But I'm not telling anyone else. Not another soul.
I wasn't suggesting that you take an ad out in the newspaper.
Not another soul, Larry. I couldn't tell Asa if I wanted to. He's been having a harder time than anyone just accepting my blindness. And Vicky's carrying enough burdens without me giving her another one.
Then what about Sarah?
Not another soul.
Clint, please, you've got to be reasonable about this. I'm not asking you to spend your life as an invalid, but you have to avoid taking unnecessary risks. You need help. And Sarah will be able to adjust her therapy.
I said no, damn it! I'm sorry, Larry.
Ah, that's okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay. I'm having enough of a struggle fighting myself with this thing. I sure as hell don't need to fight you.
I think I'm being overly protective.
Well, yes, you are being overly protective. Larry, I'm taking care of myself. My training is going great. I'm not even bumping into walls anymore. I mean, you want a demonstration? Watch me. Coffee table. Huh?
Yeah.
Sofa.
Yeah.
Chair. Chair. Now, what's this? Desk. Now, Larry, I'm getting closer to the terrace doors. You know how I know that? There's a slight change in the temperature. Now, it's very slight, but I'm learning those things. So what do you think? In fact, want me to make a call for you?
No, that's not necessary. I'm very impressed.
Well, don't be impressed, Larry. And just stop worrying about me. Hell, one of these days, you know, you just might forget for a minute or two that I'm blind.
What about the stairs?
What about the stairs? I'm not an expert at the stairs yet, but you give me another day or two, I'll probably be sliding down the banister. Of course, I can't take all the credit for that. Most of that belongs to Sarah, especially for just putting up with me.
I really think she should know.
Larry, it's my condition. Therefore, it's my decision. Now, I really hate to kick a member of the family out of the house, but I have to practice the things Sarah taught me this morning, so I will be very good at Thanksgiving dinner.
I have to get back to the hospital anyway.
Well, hold on. I'll show you to the door.
Okay.
The following is for women only. Some.
I thought you'd be happy for me, Billy.
Oh, Stacy, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Hey, look, I know how important this job is to you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Lady detective. God, that's quite a promotion, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is. There aren't too many of us. Just two, in fact.
You know, I wish you would have called me. You know what I would have done if you called me. I would have put streamers up in balloons and gotten rid of my rotten mood.
It's tough being turned down over and over again, but if you just keep looking, you'll find a job.
That's not it. That's not it. I got kicked out of the campus coffee house today. Mrs. Charles Sanders clicked her heels, and the manager told me to get out and never come back. Well, I was having a little fun, and I drew a mustache on a picture of her daughter.
Oh, Billy.
I know it was the wrong thing to do, but it was wrong of her to get so down on me. Oh, forget it. I guess it's wrong of me to expect a little sympathy from my own sister.
I'm sorry. What we need, kiddo, is a turkey, some stuffing, some cranberry sauce, and a glass or two of champagne to cheer us both up.
And celebrate your job.
You got it. If you'll pick up this mess, I'll get the dinner started.
Aye, aye. Police files. Let's see. Callister, Ron, Cooper, Bates. Carol Harper Lee Halpern. Confidential records on Carol Harper Lee Halpern. I don't believe it. The Royal Mrs. Sanders was a hooker.
Would you quit swinging just long enough for me to finish my story?
I have nothing to say to you, and I don't want to listen to you.
Oh, sweetie, listen. Come on. Listen. The Begonia
Get away.
Gigolo was a case I worked on.
Oh, yeah?
Really, I caught the guy. I mean, the wilted begonia you found in the file, that was a gift from his last victim.
Yeah, right. Then why the big charade, huh?
Because I found out you've been snooping around on my personal files, and you weren't supposed to do that. I decided to teach you a lesson.
A lesson?
Yeah.
You louse. You deliberately tortured me, and you had fun doing it. You made me think that the man I loved was a gigolo. Don't laugh. Do you have any idea how hurt I was and how betrayed I felt?
I'm sorry.
You
I'm
should
sorry.
be.
I mean, maybe I went too far, but I didn't think you'd take the damn thing so seriously. But you gotta learn to trust me from now on. And quit snooping around trying to find out more about me. Just take me for what I am, huh? A man that loves you and trusts you. It's willing to forgive you, if you'll forgive him. You know what?
What?
If I were the gigolo, I wouldn't have left you. Not for $100 million.
Darling, you can have your own baby. Yours and mine. All you gotta do is marry me.
Marry you?
Yeah, you know, like the chapel, the preacher, the wedding bells, the rice in the hair, the garter.
Are you serious?
You bet. We were made for each other. Look, you know I'm rich. I know I love you. What more could we ask for? What do you say?
I gotta think about this.
No, you're supposed to say, Max, I would love to marry you and have your babies.
Max, you know how I feel about you. It has nothing to do with that. It's just that it's such a big step. I really have to think about this.
I don't want you to think I'm pressuring you or anything.
Max, now I know we talked about starting a whole new life for ourselves in Australia together, but I never thought that would actually happen.
Tina, we can build a whole life for ourselves right here in Landview. We make a few side trips to China or Spain, wherever your heart desires. But all you gotta do is say the word, babe. And I'll get that car and we'll jump in and head for the closest justice of the peace. The hell?
Who is it?
Archie!
Good timing. Just got the camera part you brought me earlier.
Look, Doc, we've been doing
You got
business for a
everything in
couple...
here? Let's see, you got the wire, battery, where's the plastic? Oh, great. How much owe you?
I got it all figured out here. The items you wanted, plus my services.
Fine, here, take yourself a nice tip.
Thanks. Now, can I give you a tip?
Yeah, sure.
Making a bomb without knowing what you're doing is an act of suicide.
Oh, the centerpiece is lovely, sweetheart.
Thank you very much. I just hope the meal lives up to it.
Come on, you've always been a very good cook.
I know, but making everything come out at the same time is very hard.
Suppose I'll be called upon to carve the turkey, right?
Of course you will. I've even sharpened the carving knife for
Well, thank you. I can use all the help I can get.
Mom, come on, Dad. We're going to have a wonderful Thanksgiving together.
Yeah, of course we are. Sure. Lovely. Yeah. Right.
Hi. Well, let me help you here.
Would you please? My gosh. You could take that. I've got this wine and I've got the pie and...
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Lee.
Vicky said I should... Clint? Clint?
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time.
Clint. 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 Oh, are you all right? Take it easy.
I don't know what the hell happened.
All right, just relax. Don't even try to talk right now, okay?
I must have lost my balance when I bent over. Help me up.
You sure? Now just take it real slow, all right? Okay. Sofa's right over here. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Clint. You just about scared the daylights out of me. You know that? I come walking in here. I see you laying down on the ground. You're not moving at all. I thought maybe...
You thought the Grim Reaper had struck, huh? Not yet, Cord. Not this time.
Clint, what happened? Did you hit your head at all?
I must have. Did you see a cassette on the floor?
Yeah, I'll get it. Here you go.
Well, I guess life is going to be a potential minefield from now on, huh? And me without a sweeper.
Listen, Clint, I know that you're not going to like the sound of this, but I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong for ignoring Larry's warning about what could happen if that bullet frightened
Cord,
ships.
I cannot and will not dwell on the fact that I could die. If I did that, I wouldn't get out of bed.
If we lose you...
Then you lose me. It's just that cold, Cord. I took a bullet in the head, and that took my sight, and so my life is on the line. Now, that's it. It's out of my hands. Look, you came in here and found me on the floor, and I got up. I can only believe that it wasn't my time to go. You come in here sometime in the future and find me on the floor, and I don't get up, then it was my time. That's a horse of another color.
Clint, you keep acting like you have got no control over this whatsoever, and that is not the case. You could stop taking chances. You could take it nice and easy.
I am not going to live my life like that.
You know, this is totally selfish of you, Clint. You know that? You're not thinking about the kids. You're not thinking about Vicky. You're not thinking about Asa. And you're not even thinking about me. Clint, we don't want to lose you anyway.
What on earth is going on in here? Why are you two yelling at each other?
Cord was giving me a lecture, a very loud lecture on being careful. I lost my balance when I bent over to pick up a cassette.
You mean you fell?
I'm okay. Look, it's to be expected. I'm going to bang into a few things and lose my footing, but I don't want to be told that I should stay anchored. Not by anyone.
Okay, darling. Okay. I mean, I hate to see you get banged up, but obviously it's going to happen. Cord, maybe it's best that your father does feel fairly fearless about moving about.
Yeah, what the hell, right? Look, little Al is upstairs. Maybe I better go say hello.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Honey, don't bite my head off. I can ask once.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's just that it's very unlike Cordero worrying about you quite so much.
Okay, it's time to turn on the potatoes.
Aye, aye. What do you think, Tina? Are we going to be like that someday?
Are you crazy? Cooking?
Yeah.
14 people?
Why not? Come on. That's what married's been all about, doing all the important stuff and all the mundane stuff of everyday life, cooking for those special occasions.
Yeah, I thought we were going to have servants.
Does this mean that you wouldn't consider marrying me if I weren't rich?
Max, you're teasing me.
I hope so, because I'm afraid I know the answer.
Excuse us.
Whoa!
We're hungry, Wanda. For cookies.
No. You don't want to spoil your appetite.
We already heard that from Mom. What about that turkey?
It's going to be a few more hours.
Well, in that case, let them eat all the cookies they want.
Oh, you are in here instigating.
Well, I figure if they get some, I get a couple out of the deal.
Max, you should practice being a father to these two.
Well, that's the kind of father I'm going to be. Very relaxed, very permissive. What do you got boiling in here?
We have dumplings.
Yeah. What about those cookies?
Okay. Here you go. Now you have a glass of milk, and you have 3 cookies each. Now, is that going to hold you till dinner?
Sure.
You guys sit down, okay?
So why aren't you two working at the restaurant today?
Because we closed it for the day.
Yes, and they already gave a big fat turkey to the shelter for the homeless.
Mean people's without home to live in?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, Joey. Another reason to be thankful on this day of thanks. A bed, a roof, and some turkey.
Oh, Max.
What?
I get an extra one. He stole one.
Did not.
All right, everybody out of my kitchen.
I don't think it's going to be all that difficult, Archie. You sure this will cause major damage now?
If someone is holding that thing when it goes off, that person will never live to tell about it. Is that enough major damage for you?
Yeah, in that vicinity. But thanks for your help. Oh, one thing. This stuff can't be linked to either one of us, right?
No way. No worry about that.
Good. Well, thanks again.
Good luck, Doc.
Look, don't say that like you think I need it. I can build this bomb just fine.
Thank you, Tom.
Would you like something to drink, sweetheart?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm fine.
Okay.
Dad, if that's Wade,
What?
just tell him that I'm not here. No. Better yet, tell him I don't want to speak to him.
Hello. Oh, hello, Vicky. Yes, we are. Well, that's very thoughtful of you. Thank you. And happy Thanksgiving to Buchanan. Right. Bye-bye. Happy Thanksgiving from the Buchanans.
Well, that was nice of them. So, how's Clint doing?
Well, he seems to be getting around all right, trying to find his way around. He has a therapist working with him.
So, look, I know you two are more or less forced into this, and I'm not expecting a lot of warmth, but could you at least loosen up a bit with each other?
Well, I think I'm pretty loose under the circumstances.
I think I am, too. Well, perhaps we were trying a little too hard, maybe, late,
Well,
right?
could be, Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what we'll talk about. We'll talk about the Thanksgivings that we spent together as a family. I mean, there has to be at least 2, right?
Yes, there were just 2. Well, the first one was when you were a couple months old.
Yes, it was very nice, very nice.
Yeah, well, I don't really remember it that much, but... Oh, I do remember that I didn't know how long it would take to cook a turkey. So we ate way later than we
Yeah, we had a good laugh about that, too, didn't we? Huh?
Yeah. But you know what else? The dressing was so dry. I mean, thank goodness I had practiced that year, because the next year it was pretty good, and good thing, too, because the Harrisons were over then.
Yeah, Jeannie Harrison and you put out quite a spread. Yeah.
Who are the Harrisons?
They were neighbors of ours that just moved in there, and they didn't know anybody.
Yeah, honey, they'd left their family in the Midwest, so we shared the day with them and their 5-year-old son.
Oh. Were you two still speaking then?
Yes, in a way, yeah.
But by next Thanksgiving, you had separated. I'm sorry. I don't mean to start anything, but, oh, I have, though, haven't I? Well, should we talk about it? I mean, bring it out in the open, or what?
Well, let's just drop the whole subject, shall we?
Oh, that's easy for you to say, Tom. Personally, it's a Thanksgiving I'll never forget.
Oh, it's so nice to be here, honey.
Renee couldn't make it?
Oh, she had to go back to Nevada to close a real estate deal, but she asked me to give you this jug of cider.
Oh, that's wonderful. Tell her thank you.
Paul, what are you wearing?
What am I wearing? Well, I have a gray suit, a yellow shirt, blue tie with some yellow in it. You've seen it 100 times.
Oh, okay, now I got a mental picture of you. You know, it's funny, but if I don't ask things like that, then I automatically think of you as looking the way you did the last time I saw you.
Well, we haven't changed that much. How are you doing? Things are going smooth?
Oh, fine. It's great, Pa.
Therapist give you the day off?
Actually, I guess I gave her the day off, and I wasn't any too kind about it either. Vicky managed to talk her into coming back for dinner, though.
Well, that's good. Good. I'd like to meet her.
Asa.
Oh, Cordero. Happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you.
Where is your lovely lady?
Well, I'm afraid she's not going to be able to make it today.
How come? Is there a problem?
Yeah, but it's just a temporary problem, and we will iron it out.
Well, it's got to be serious. She missed Thanksgiving dinner.
Pa, I think maybe you might be butting into territory that's really none of your business.
My grandson's happiness is my business.
Just relax, all right, Asa?
Well, you don't look relaxed.
You know, Cord, when Katie was here earlier...
Whoa, wait a second. Kate came by here?
Yes. Well, she came by to cancel personally and see how we were. Anyway, she seemed to be very much of two minds. Why don't you call her and invite her again?
You know, that's not a bad idea. Lord knows I'd like to have her here today. I'll do that. If you'll excuse me, I'll use the phone in the den. Thanks.
Back again, Heron.
Mr. Buchanan is in the library, Miss Gordon.
Thank you.
Hi. How you doing? You must be Sarah Gordon. I'm Cord Roberts. I'm Clint's oldest son.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Cord. I think I might have seen you one day at the hospital.
That's right, but we never did get a chance to introduce ourselves.
That's right. But you don't live here, do you? I'm still struggling to get to know this family.
No, ma'am. I don't live here, but I am visiting an awful lot.
And you have a fiancée, I think, that Clint mentioned.
Yeah. Kate Sanders is her name, and you may get a chance to meet her today. But then again, you may not. See, anyway, I'm sure you've met Joey and Kevin and little Jessica, too.
Yes,
huh?
I have. They're cute kids.
Yeah, they sure are. Listen, how is Clint doing?
I think that depends on what hour it is, or minute.
Old cowboy's giving you a rough time, huh?
Well, I don't want to say that. I mean, it's never easy for anyone to adjust to a lifestyle change as radical as becoming blind. But I do think it might be more difficult for your dad than for others.
Yeah. Sarah, listen. I don't want to overstep my bounds, and I don't mean to tell you how to work your treatment.
What's on your mind?
Clint is actually, I think he's trying to do too much too soon. Now, I don't know if you know this, but he fell down a little bit earlier today.
No, he's all right.
Yeah, well, this time he's all right. What I'm worried about is the next time. See, if there's any kind of serious accident where he hits his head,
Cord, to be honest with you, bumps, bruises, falls, they're all to be expected. And I'd rather have him trying to do too much than too little.
Yeah, but I don't understand. If you've got years to teach him all the things he needs to know, what's the hurry? Why take chances now? Why?
You know your dad better than I do. So you must see that he basically has two moods, right? He's either absolutely rushing ahead or he doesn't want to do anything.
Well, you got that right.
So I think it's just a matter of which mood you want to encourage, right?
Oh, boy, I wish it were as simple as that.
Cord, is there some complication that I should know about?
Sarah, it's just that... I'm sorry, never mind. Listen, I do want to talk to you later. Right now, I need to make a phone call, but we will talk, okay?
Okay.
Thanks. Nice meeting you.
My buddy.
Easy. There. I'll do it. As long as the shutter isn't released, this should be safe. Cord will will never know the difference between this camera and his own until he snaps a picture. Sorry about this, Cord. But no way you sending me to jail or convincing Kate I poisoned Elizabeth. Everyone will suspect a mob chief you're trying to put away. You should be more careful in your altruism, Cord. Not to mention your quest for glory. Aim, shoot, and adios, Cordero.
Oh, no, Rafe is definitely coming. He just had to clear up some business down at the precinct, and then he's going to come right away.
Well, you must be in shock, honey. Rafe able to get a couple of days off to go to New York with you.
Yeah, well, he knew if he didn't, I'd divorce him.
I hope you're kidding. But I don't hear a smile in your voice.
Well, I'm mostly kidding, but, Clint, I just feel it's an everyday job to try to make Rafe a member of the family.
Well, you must be winning, because he loves you and Sammy very much.
Where is that little gal?
I took her right upstairs to play with the kids. That Al, my gosh, he's growing so much.
Isn't he? And he gets cuter and cuter.
He sure does.
Anyone else smell that aroma of that stuffing drifting in here from the kitchen?
Not really.
No, darling, I don't either. Your sense of smell must be getting pretty sharp.
Maybe. Pa, how would you like to accompany me into the kitchen and harass Wanda and Gilbert for a while? Maybe get some free samples.
Sure, son, I like that.
I'm afraid I committed a cardinal sin. I can't find my cane.
Wait a minute, let me help. Let me be your guide.
No, Pa, I don't want to be guided. I kind of want to show off, actually.
I mean, what should I do then? Say nothing and just trail behind?
Well, I wouldn't mind you keeping me from running headlong into something, but actually, I think I know the trail to the kitchen pretty good.
Okay, let's go.
Boy, Clint is doing so much better. His spirits are so much higher.
Well, yes, he's making, I think, a tremendous effort today because the family's here, because it's Thanksgiving. And he's also trying very hard to control his temper. I mean, it's still there. But he really is working very hard. Listen, this weekend's going to be quite something. The high point of your career so far, huh?
Yes, except I think that being a mother might be interfering.
Why?
Well, I hope you don't mind, but I'm expecting a call from the agency. I gave them your number here. You see, Sammy's babysitter has the flu.
Oh, no.
Yes, and trying to find a replacement and just, on Thanksgiving weekend, it's practically impossible.
Why didn't you just ask us? We'd be delighted to have Sammy stay with us.
Oh, thank you, but you have enough on your hands right now.
Well, hon, I'm not going to do it all by myself. I have the world's greatest nurse babysitter right upstairs. Kim adores Sammy, and the children would be thrilled to know she was going to be here.
You think so? Oh, yes. You're saving me. Oh, Vicki, thank you so much. I better go upstairs, though, and ask Kim and make sure that it's okay with her.
All right, I'll go with you.
Okay.
Sarah!
Hi.
Oh, you came back. Good.
Actually, I've been here for a while, but I ran into Kevin and Joey in the hallway, and they took me upstairs to see little Al. And, Sammy, is it?
Sammy is
right.
Delilah's daughter. Yes, Delilah Garrettson. This is Sarah Gordon.
How do you do? Nice to meet
Sarah is
you.
Clint's therapist.
Oh, really? Oh, well, Clint is doing so well. He seems very comfortable and almost proficient about getting around.
Well, that's certainly good news.
I'm going to go upstairs and talk to Kim.
Okay.
And I'll see you later.
Vicki, that name sounds very familiar to me. Should I know her?
She does high fashion, designs by Delilah.
Of course. Oh, she's really beautiful. She must model her own clothes, doesn't she?
No, I don't think so. She's very busy right now creating and manufacturing her own line. I'm very glad you came back. As I said to you on the telephone, Clint is properly apologetic. He might even apologize to you. Actually, before anybody else comes back, I'd like to ask you something.
What is it?
Clint is different. I mean, there's something about him that's different. It has nothing to do with his condition. Has he said anything to you about anything else that might be troubling him besides his blindness?
No, Max, I'm being serious here.
Oh, okay.
No, I think you'd really enjoy being a full-time father. I mean, I've seen you in action around Al, making a total and complete fool out of yourself.
Tina, we were communicating. We were dealing with each other on the same level.
Well, of course you were. Oh, but you know, we might just have a daughter, too.
No, I don't think I can afford that. Not if she has the same taste as her mother. Do they make designer clothes for tots?
Being serious, Max.
Ooh, so am I. about getting married and then having kids.
You know, you don't necessarily have to do things in that order.
No, this is one of the few concessions I'm making to normalcy. I think the kid will appreciate it later in life.
Oh, you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know, but it is certainly not anything that we have to get into right now.
Oh. Well, it wasn't the happiest day of my life either.
No. I thought you'd remember it with great joy.
What happened?
I vowed I wouldn't argue with your mother today.
All right, and I vowed I wouldn't argue about it either, so let's just drop it.
No, we can't drop it because it's going to ruin our entire dinner and all of our time together. Now, I would rather you just yell at each other for 5 minutes and just get this over with.
Mary Lynn, we could yell about this for 10 years and it wouldn't solve anything.
Right, because you'd still think I was wrong on that day, wouldn't you, huh?
You were wrong, Tom. I went to work expecting to come home to join my family in a dinner.
You had to work on Thanksgiving.
Oh, sweetheart, the profession your mother was in, they work all the time.
Oh, would you shut up about that? I already told you that I was not working for Renee when I was married to you.
Yeah, but you spent 6 hours in her place the day before, didn't you?
I told you that was because she was sick. She had just gotten home from the hospital.
Is that the day you followed Mom?
Yes, that is the day he followed me, and that's the day he decided that I was seeing other men in my spare time. If you had just asked me about Renee, I would have told you. I would have explained everything.
Come on. By then I was up to here with your lies.
Yeah, great. So you took the coward's way out?
You didn't care about me. You didn't care about Mary Lynn. You certainly didn't care about Thanksgiving either.
I planned to come home and fix a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner for everybody, but I found that you packed everything up, including Mary Lynn, and you left.
Right, and I should have left sooner.
Dad, you chose Thanksgiving Day to leave?
That's right, sweetheart. I can't tell you how relieved I was to get us away from that woman.
And I feel the same way about you today as I did back then. I'm really sorry, Mary Lynn.
We won't eat again. No, Mom, please don't go. Please, we can work all of this out.
Mary Lynn, we cannot work this out.
But it's all out in the open now. I hate hearing you two yell how much you hate each other. But if that will help, then go ahead and do it.
Please, you are being so naive about this.
Mom, you knew how Dad felt about Renee. I mean, he threw her out of the house when she came to visit you. I mean, if you had told him that she was sick and that she needed your help. I mean, you were flaunting it in front of him, you know, trying to provoke him to do something about it.
I'm sorry, Lee, but that really is the way I felt.
Yeah, but I didn't mean it that way.
And you, Dad, you didn't even give Mom the benefit of the doubt. Sneaking out while she was gone, I mean, that was horrible. Look, we've talked about this before, so you know how I feel on the subject. I just hope that if you had that day to live over again, you would do it differently, maybe. Mom?
All right, well, I suppose I might have made a bad judgment on this, but I'll tell you something. I was so resentful of the fact that you were trying to tell me who my friends were going to be. I mean, I knew that if I mentioned Renee to you, you were going to have some sort of big fight. All right, I'm sorry. I suppose I could have said that she was sick and I was going to take care of her.
I suppose I might have misinterpreted, but you see, I took it as proof that you were living another life behind my back.
You were so hurt and angry that you acted on impulse.
Yes, I was angry. I was heartbroken. You see, I believe that your mother had already left us in a way, you know?
You know, as far as I know, this is the first time you two have told each other how you felt, right? Well, you see, you got it wrong. You made mistakes. Neither one of you acted out of spite. You acted out of confusion and out of pain.
Why would you agree with that, Tom?
Yeah, well,
Dad,
yes, Jim.
Don't you think it's time you gave Mom the benefit of the doubt about her actions back then?
Give it the... Oh, come on. Would it be okay if I started out considering that I might give your mother the benefit of the doubt, son? All right? Just to start with, huh? Okay?
All right, I will agree with that.
Oh, terrific. Progress. I mean, can't you see it? We've made headway.
Yeah, well, some maybe, yeah.
Well, now that that's over with, can we start over? Oh, well, something's done. I don't know what, but Mama, I could use your help. Please say that you'll stay. Dad, tell her that she's welcome to stay.
What?
Please?
Please, Lee. Will you just join us, will you? Please.
All right. I will stay for the holidays.
Now I'm starting to see what the Pilgrims and Indians had to go through.
That's some daughter we got, isn't it? Huh?
Yeah, it certainly is.
I'll pour you some coffee, Mr. B.
Thank you,
Did you whip this up yourself, Wanda?
Oh, yes, of course. I got up at dawn to pick the cranberries, and then I've been stomping on them with my very own little feet since till dawn.
Is she kidding?
Yeah, she's kidding. You know your Aunt Wanda.
Well, if she told me we had to pick them, I would have believed her. Mr. B, here's your coffee right here.
Oh, thank you, Gilbert.
Dad, do you want me to get you a straw for that?
No, it'd probably be a pretty good idea, but I think I'll try and drink it out of the cup. Just in case, maybe you should get off my lap, though. Why do I feel 5 pairs of eyes watching me?
'Cause there are.
You did good, Dad.
Thank you, son.
I'm not prying for secrets, Sarah. I just have a feeling there's something that Clint has not told me. I mean, it's something that I sense. I might be entirely wrong, but I don't think so.
Vicky, he must be feeling so much being home again, wanting to fit in, not being a burden. Probably a little anger at himself. Glad you love him, and probably worried you love him.
Yes, I know. I expect you're completely right. But why is it that I have seemed to pick on one particular thing to be concerned about? I mean, I came in here before. Clint and Cord were yelling at each other. Now, they said that it was because Cord was worried about Clint, but...
You know, I know. Cord mentioned something about that to me, too, but your husband really has to find his own level in all of this, with a little help from me.
Well, maybe he doesn't need much more help, huh?
I sort of feel like he's on automatic pilot right now, just going along, probably for his family's sake. But I do not feel like he's accepted his blindness, or that these exercises we do are really the new daily state of his life.
May I help you?
Yeah, I'm Cord Roberts. In fact, I'm a little late already.
As far as I know, he won't be in today.
Well, I'm supposed to meet him here. We were going to play racquetball.
Well, look, there's his desk. If you'd like, feel free to wait.
Thanks.
Photo assignments. Landview Park statue restoration, 9 a.m. Tomorrow. And there's the camera for his assignment. After I exchange that camera for the one with the bomb, well, it should be a very explosive story.
Hey,
London, is that you? Captain Garrison, well, it's kind of a strange place to run into each other, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. I'm here to drop off some press releases for my wife's fashion show.
Oh.
And you?
Oh, I detect a little note of accusation in your tone there.
No, I'm just curious about why you're sitting at Cord Roberts' desk.
Oh, that. Oh, I was just drawing this picture of Kate here. Nice, huh? The other reason I'm here is I want to see one of the editors.
On Thanksgiving.
Well, I mean, I just had a little workout plan today, and he said he had a light day, so what can I tell you? Well, you don't want to ask me what I want with him, because you might think it's none of your business. Really, it's okay. I mean, I'll be happy to tell you. See, I'd written a little scathing expose on Sanders Chemical, and it included my time in prison, and, well, Clint killed it because of family ties, so this new editor seemed kind of eager, and, you know, I thought I'd show it to him, and even if Clint still kills it, I can still sell it to the intruder, you know.
Yeah, I got the story. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, same to you. Give my best to your beautiful wife as well.
Understand that. I thought he had accepted his blindness.
Oh, I don't think he has. Actually, it's pretty normal.
Is it? Was there anything I can do to help him?
I think we need to see how it's going to play itself out. I'm anticipating a lot more anger, bitterness, but hopefully that and not withdrawal into depression.
So we just play it by ear. Thank heavens you have experience in this. Well, darling, did you get anything out of Wanda?
Cup of coffee, which did not end up on my shirt.
I'm here. Sarah came back. She's right here.
Good afternoon.
Oh. So, you're Sarah. I've been very anxious to meet you. Asa Buchanan. I'm this rascal's father, and